What is up? I'll tell you what, today has been a grind and a half. I think it's just, I've been having some pretty good luck lately. I think it's just my time to put in some miles and pay some shed dues. I've gone like 8 miles or something today. I've hit one spot, nothing. And it's a spot that I've picked up a bunch of sheds already this year in, and I just knew going in there I'd find something. Well, never did. I'm going, what the heck, you know? So I get the map out and I'm looking, and I decided to drive to a new spot, and I'm like 5 minutes from the truck in a new spot. And I've got some brown cheddar. Check that cool dude out. Not a huge buck, but man, has he got some character. Look at that split off of the G4 there. How cool is that? Laying right here in this rock pile. Whew, man, I was so pumped when I saw that. Ugh. Here we go. Oh, so cool. Oh, and he's got a cheater off of the back in there too. That's so cool. Sweet buck. Little bit of blood on the base, but he's been here for a little while. Check that thing out. Look at the character. Not a very big buck, but man, he's got lots of cool stuff, and it's brown. Whew, I needed that so bad, so stinking bad. I'm going, what the heck? Did I smell bad or something? Sheds are running from me or something. Didn't know what was up, but whew, feels good to get that one in the hand. I will be carrying that one for a while. Seems like I do that when I find my first one of the day. No matter where I'm at, I usually end up carrying it till I find another one. I don't know what it is. Something I do, but oh, I'm so happy. Brown cheddar. It's weird now. The shed season for me is starting to wind down. Now it seems like I've been getting into the brownies a little bit. Finally, 4 months later. That's the way it goes, I guess. But anyway, I'm pumped. I only got about 3.5 hours left of daylight, so I'm going to make a little sachet through this new area, and hopefully we can find some more of these guys. Dang, I'm pumped. All right, stay tuned. Alrighty, I'm back. So, it's been probably a half hour, 45 minutes. Cruising through, I dang near walked by it, but I was actually 20 yards that way, but I thought I could see some tines, and I glass it up, and I can. So I can see one shed here. Just looks like I can't tell if it's the front half or the back half. I can see 2 tines sticking up. And I was walking over here to it. I think I found the other side to whatever it is what I would say, because they're about 20 yards apart. Chewed, a little chalky. Good buck though. Just a little, oh yeah, it would have been a stud. Starting to turn pink though. Oh yeah, it would have been a stud too. Heavy. So, I'm guessing this is a set. 20 yards apart, so I'm assuming the other side's gonna be a chalky 4-point. Let's go match him up. Okay, here we go. There we go. Not the same buck. This one's a stud. Oh, shiz. Look at that. Whew, my heart rate just went up. Not the same buck at all. A few years newer, I would say. It's starting to get a couple cracks on top, but it's definitely going to be hard. Oh, that's a stud. Big old main beam on it. Whew. Okay, calm down. I definitely was not expecting that. Big old honking base on it. Oh my God. Was not expecting this at all. I could have swore 20 yards apart had to be the other side, but it ain't. Oh yeah, what a hog. Look at the base. Whew. Man, my heart's pounding. Just wasn't expecting that. It's kind of stumpy, but man, is he heavy. Big old main beam. Oh man, I love surprises like that. That's a stud. He's probably gonna be, oh, mid-70s somewhere probably. Big, heavy, kind of boxy. Eye guard, just a big old tank of a base on him. Look at that. Oh yes, big old sweeping main beam. Yes sir. Yes sir, yes sir. Man, I love that. Love those surprises. Okay. I'll calm down here for a minute. Probably put some sheds on the pack now. That's just a little bit much to be carrying for too long. Man, I wonder if the other side's laying around here. That would be awesome. Ooh. And that thing is heavy, dense. And one of these days I'm going to be filming here, looking for the other side. And it's going to be right freaking there. Come on, baby. I don't know. I'm going to have to dig around here a little bit. I'm getting a little short on time. If I keep going too far, I'd probably be walking back in the dark, I would say, for a little ways. A mile, a little less. I'm way the hell back in here now. But, all right. I'm gonna dig around here a little bit. Stay with me. Okay, I'm back. It's been a while again. I dodged, ducked, dipped, dived, dodged, zigzagged, trying to find the other side to that good shed I found her a little bit ago. No luck, unfortunately. Gave her the old college try and couldn't turn him up, but that's how it goes. Just walking along. I'm actually on my way back to the truck. And walked up on another oldie hiding from me in the tall grass. It's got pretty crusty. Pretty crusty. Changing colors. Got some moss stuff growing on him. But it's okay. Go. Way old. way old. But even though it's old, I still like it. I love the ones that get that moss going on there. I think they're really pretty sometimes when they get a lot of it going on there, the green and the orange, but it's a love-hate thing. Love-hate. But moving along, let's see what we can do. Probably got I'm doing okay on time. I wanted to go a lot further, but I decided I just hoof it back to the truck and get the heck out of here and save it for another day, another trip. I actually went down another mile or two, a couple miles probably, and turned complete 180, and I've just kind of been following my tracks back, you know, probably 100 yards or so, a couple hundred yards off of my path on the way down. Just coming up through and seeing if I can't bump into the other side of that thing. But, oh well. This breaks my heart. Like, I want it. I want the other side. Give it to me. What can you do? Alright. Got a ways back to the truck. Next time you see my face, it'll be picking up another shed, or it'll be doing the little ending closure bit gig skit thing. Anyway, stay tuned. Alrighty. Well, I'm not back at the truck, so that can mean one thing. And yes, you're correct. Found another shed. Just coming through. Saw some tines. Looks pretty good so far. Oh, it's big forky. Big old forky. Hard white. Last year's shed for sure. Big old base on it. What the heck? It's a good horn. Oh man, that sun is killer. Oh yeah. Big old forky. That's definitely a buck going downhill, I would say. A base on that thing. Big old base. Big old beam. It had to be a bigger buck at some point. Hard white, last year's shed for sure. Dense, looks like he had an eye guard, looks like he broke a little bit off of it. Sweet, that's a cool shed. Cool buck. Take that, lots of color, hard white. Heck yeah. Okay. Getting closer to the vehicle now. Probably a mile or so out, maybe a little bit more. Fingers crossed. Never know, could find another one. Could find 10 more. I'm gonna go with that. We're gonna find 10 more between here and the truck. Stay tuned. All right, made her back to the rig. Here's what we got for the day. Not bad. Pretty happy about it. Slow start to the day. I think I did like 7 or 8 or something like that on the first hike. And then I think I did 8 or 9 on this one. So not bad. I'm beat. The shed to mile ratio is off slightly. But that's how it goes. I'm happy with what I found. Happy to get a brownie. That big one's a dandy. Can't wait to put a tape on him at home. He's probably mid-70s somewhere. He's just not real long, but his mass is going to help him out quite a bit. So it'll be interesting to see. But anyway, that's going to do it for today. We'll be back out tomorrow hiking around. So fingers crossed that everything works out. Then we find a bunch tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Okay guys, here we go. It's day 2 for this weekend. It's myself and Kelsey and the dogs today. We're in one of my favorite areas. Haven't been to a whole lot this year, but it's usually good for a few sheds, usually not a ton, but it seems like the quality is here. You know, I was lucky enough to find one of my biggest. That might be a shed. I was lucky enough to find my biggest set ever in this stuff, so I always have some confidence in it. But one thing I wanted to touch on real quick is I'm usually not as diligent about posting up on social media and whatnot about when I post new videos and things like that, so I apologize. But the easiest way to see when I post new videos is to subscribe and make sure you click on that bell. It's going to notify you every time I post a new video, and a lot of times you'll get to see it before I post it on social media and everything else like that. So please be sure and do that, and we appreciate all the recent subscribers that we've been getting. But enough of that stuff. Kelsey called me over and said she's got the first one, and I could see it from up there, and it looks pretty dang good. That's a stud for sure. Yeah, that is a stud. Hang on a second. Oh yeah, that's a stud and a half, actually. Yeah, last year's shed. That's a good buck. Eye guard.
For sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and pick him up. Boom, that's a good buck. Nice, rotated around. Hard white, last year's shed.
Yeah.
Heck, yeah, that's an awesome buck. Shift over here a little bit, get him in front of that tree. There you go.
Oh.
Awesome. We're probably a half an hour, 45 minutes into our hike.
First one on the board.
There you go. Awesome. Okay, we're going to keep going. I thought I could see I wanted to check this really quick. I thought I could see some tines right here. Maybe something was fooling me, but yeah, maybe not. Okay, that's awesome. Good start to the day. We're gonna keep going, see what else we can find. Okay, 15 minutes later, it's my turn. Big old forky. A little older, jockey. That's a cool buck though, big old pitchfork looking thing. Oh, and by the way, there's four-wheeler tracks 8 feet from it. Oh, that's sweet. Check that out. It's old as dirt, but that is a sweet buck. Try to clean the thing off a little bit. Check that thing out. It almost would have been cooler if it was a big old giant spike, but that's pretty cool in itself right there. Take that, check this out. So I just picked that buck up 8 feet away. I don't know if you can see that there, four-wheeler tracks going right through there. Promise you, it doesn't pay to ride those damn things through here. 8 feet away. Okay, it's good. It's a good start. We're gonna go find some more. Stay tuned. Okay, it's been another 10, 15 minutes or so, and I just walked up on another one. It's a dink. It's a little forky, but I spied it. See it laying there? We'll go around. Go around the tree. There you can see it. There you go. Get it, Jag. Good boy. He's like, I'm gonna be chewing on that later. Okay. Hard white. Probably last year's little forky. Shed's a shed. All these little forkies and stuff that we find we usually give to our dogs, and they chew them up. It's about the right size for them to gnaw on, so I'm sure they will be happy about that. All right, 3 within what, an hour, probably. Plus, yeah, an hour, 45 minutes, something like that. I like those odds. But we're gonna keep on going. We got quite a ways left to go. We got an idea in mind, kind of where we want to get to, go and make a loop and come right back up through it. So stay tuned. It's been a little bit, probably, well, I bet you it's been an hour and a half, hour and a half, something like that. And Kelsey called me over. She said she's got another 4-point. It's probably her day today. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, another stud. Heck yeah, that's a stud. Oh yeah, that's a good shed. Another hard white. Pick that thing up, laying right in a pile of shit. Awesome. I don't think that's no, it's not the same buck.
No.
Definitely the other side though. That's another good one. Good job.
Yeah.
It's your day for the
Hopefully we're back in
hard
now.
white at 4 points. You must be hot. Your face is red.
It's warm. I don't know how you're in a long sleeve.
I got them rolled up. Nice. Well, at least someone's finding some good antler today. But just like I thought, this place typically holds a few good sheds. I mean, nothing. Never really had, you know, 10, 15 shed days in this area, but typically snag a 1 or 2 big ones out of here. So we're gonna do just that. All right, guys, we're back. We actually moved just down the road a little ways, and we're making one last little hike before dark. We're only going to try and go a couple of miles, 3-4 miles, something like that. But something a little different here. I walked up on a dead cow elk. Kind of weird, but the ivories are still. You can see the ivory still under there. When I find these, I usually pull those, and when I pulled the ivories, that's as good as a shed to me, and we're gonna keep going. But kind of sad to see, but I do like me some ivories. So anyway, I'm gonna take care of that. We're gonna be on our way with finding some more sheds, hopefully. So stay tuned. Okay, our day's pretty much winding down. Made a big old loop farther than I really wanted to go through here. I don't know really how far, but we're only 300 yards from the truck, 400 yards from the truck on the way back, of course. I'm cruising through. I just had to look back over my shoulder and saw it obviously plain as day for, it was probably 40 yards or so behind me. Little hard whitey. Little hard white 3. Oh. Actually, that would be a chalk. Huh. Yeah, chalker. Looked hard white. The top is actually in better shape than the bottom. I wonder if that got flipped over. I don't know. There you go, a little 3-point with a light guard. Not gonna complain. But I am tired. I am tired. But I would imagine, unless I get super duper lucky, that that's probably going to be the last one for today. I think we ended up with 5 sheds today. Some elk ivories. I'm pretty excited about that. That's kind of cool. Something different. Nice little change of pace. But yeah, we appreciate you guys watching. We appreciate all the likes and comments, and we like answering that stuff. We like talking with you guys, so that's cool. Keep them coming. Keep the subscribers coming. Tell your buddies, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your pop, whoever you think might be interested in checking out some sheds. Let them know and get them to subscribe. But until next time, we'll see you guys then.